Hello again. Thank you for watching this video and studying your math with us. Today's topic is covering a light review of the elements of chapter. There are some fundamental laws of algebra that you should keep in mind. Commutative laws for addition and multiplication tell us that the order doesn't matter. A plus B is the same as B plus A, and A times B is the same thing as B times A. Associative laws for addition and multiplication tell us whether we group B plus C or A plus B or BC and AB, we get the same result. The distributive law involves both multiplication and addition. A times the quantity B plus C is the same as AB plus AC. Each of these laws is an identity, and that means that the left side of the equal sign equals the right side of the equal sign, regardless of what the values we use for A, B, and C are. Now, the signs of numbers are sometimes a source of confusion for students. Adding two non-zero numbers of the same sign, you add their absolute values and the sign does not change. If the signs are different, the sign of the answer will be determined by the largest absolute value of the two. When we subtract one number from another, we change the sign of the number being subtracted to its additive inverse, actually, and change the subtraction to addition, and then perform the addition. That's really the reason, for example, here you see that a minus ends up looking like a plus. And if we multiply or divide two numbers, the product or quotient of the numbers, if they have the same sign, is positive, and if they have different signs, it is negative. So here are some practice problems. Hit the YouTube pause, do these problems, then hit the YouTube play for the narration of solutions. Okay, we're back. Let's see, how did you do? Here, a minus 8 ends up being a plus 8, and so we get a positive 3 for that answer. Here we're multiplying two numbers with the same SIGN, and that means the answer is going to be a positive number, a positive 40. If you have questions on these things, please get some help. There are well-defined and universal rules for the order of operations. Here's an initial list. We do pay attention to parentheses, bars, separating numerators and denominators, and vertical lines for absolute values. We do those first, but otherwise we do things inside parentheses first. Then we perform multiplications and additions from left to right. Then we perform additions and subtractions, again, from left to right. Here again are some problems. Hit the YouTube pause, do these problems, then hit YouTube play for narrated solutions. Let's see how you did. Here you do the division first, and so 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 12 minus 3 is 9. Here you do inside parentheses first, you get 8, then you do 16 divided by 8 is 2. Here you do the quotient first, you get minus 4 over 2, and then you do the multiplications, so you get minus 6, and the divisions, and that is minus 2 before we do the addition and subtractions. Here you get a minus 2 becomes a plus 2, so the answer should have been minus 4. Here you do the absolute values and the quotients first. And so what you get is the absolute value of 10 over the absolute value of minus 10 over 2 is 10 over 2 is 5, and this becomes minus 3, and a minus is a plus, and so we get 8. Again, if you have questions, please ask about those things. And last but not least, we pay special attention to the only number without a sign, 0. 0 added to any real number gives you the number you started with, or subtracted gives you the same number that you started with. 0 times any real number is equal to 0, and 0 divided by any real number also ends up being 0. But notice that, again, you cannot divide by 0. Divided by 0 is undefined and will get you into trouble. That's it for Chapter 1.2. Remember, time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math. It will make you strong. See you in class.